Welcome to A to Z Solutions, how to create a pivot table. We will use the data source here to create our pivot table. Firstly, I'm going to select the block of data, Ctrl, Shift, End, which selects the block of data. I am then going to use the feature of Format as Table, which is much more than just pretty pictures that most people would think. This feature will allow me to add more records, and these additional records that get added to the end here will keep on getting included into the pivot table. Same with the columns, they will also be included. All you then need to do is simply refresh your pivot table and it will show those new records. Once you have that done, all you need to do is put your cursor in one cell only in the block of data. Go to the Insert tab and select Pivot Table. It will put the information on a new sheet. Simply hit OK. It is now showing you the names of all of the fields that you had. If you tick something which had a piece of text, then it will be positioned into the row area. It will now display one occurrence of the items on the left here. The idea of a pivot table is to select something mathematical. So once you've grouped your data, is to then do something mathematical with it. So I'm going to tick monthly repayment, which positions itself into values. And because that field was understood to be numerical, it automatically made itself sum. Otherwise, it may have said count. Now that I have this data here, I might want to format it. You only need to right mouse click on one cell and select number format. There is format cells and number format. Both the dialog boxes will look exactly the same, but they will perform a slightly different instruction. So once I select accounting, it has applied that to all of them. I'm just going to undo that instruction and show you the difference if I choose Format cells. Dialog box looks exactly the same. The option for accounting is exactly the same, but the instruction that it will carry out is different. My preference is to right mouse click, select number format, choose your formatting tool and hit OK. You'll also notice that up the top it says row labels, and if I added a secondary category such as department, I could switch the department around, click on department, drag it to the top. So now it's the department grouped together and then each of the car makes. But the label up the top, it's impossible to label both items as they are showing you something completely different. What you would like to then do is click on the Design tab at the top, ensuring you're still in the Pivot Tables Design. Third button across, Report Layout, and you're choosing the option that says Outline Form. This will give you an individual column for each, allowing you to have the labels that you want. Let's create one more pivot table. Insert, Pivot Table, OK, car make, monthly repayment, and we now want to create a graph. Press F11 and your graph is created from that pivot table. Thank you for watching AZ Solutions, creating pivot tables.